Hey everybody, Mo Friggin back again. I got another great knife to review for you today. It's another black button lock. This one's from Kizer, also meaning Caesar, like the Roman Empire. And so let's get into this knife. We're going to review the specs. We're going to unbox it. We're going to cut with it. We're going to sharpen with it. Let's get this show on the road. All right, I don't know if I mentioned it before. This is the Kizer Wharning. Let's get it out of the box. Wharning spelled with a W-H. We'll get into that here in a minute, but very giftable box here. Comes in a little pouch. We got some paperwork. We get some stickers. Looks like we get some hardware as well, wrapped in plastic. Comes from China. They really don't want it to be rusted at all when it gets here. Handle length, 4.36 inches, just over 4.25. This is the black and white micarta Ultrex. These are aluminum liners. Here, aluminum backspacer and some internal milling. Does reduce the weight here. What's the weight? 3.72 ounces. So for as big as a knife as this is, it actually carries lighter than it actually looks due to that milled out aluminum. We have a black PVD blade, but also comes in a brown micarta with a satin blade, and the aluminum isn't blacked out. It's satin aluminum as well. And then there's also a White Mountain exclusive version that's coming out in LMAX and titanium. This clip, tip up only, right hand only, inset, T8s, deep carry, very little sticking out of the pocket. Here it is going into my pocket. Oh yeah, that's a dream. In and out, super easy. Get your hand past it, just fine. And like I said, this is called the Wharning, spelled with a W-H, Wharning, like Wheaton, because it is a Wharncliffe blade there. So a play on Wharncliffe, designed by the South African designer Johan Jordan. I had South African roommate. We would play pinochle together. Anybody out there play pinochle? Do you want to get together at Blade Show West and play pinochle, racehorse pinochle? This is also the designer behind the Artisan Clio and the Kubi Deo. Thumb stud is the only opening mechanism, and it is a trapezoidal thumb stud that's purple. Oh, awesome. It's a T6. Remove it if you would like, and I always appreciate that. Purple button and purple thumb stud, not my favorite. I wish it was just black or gray. Boring. All right, let's see what the action is on bearings here. We'll open it up. We'll try out that thumb stud first. Oh yeah, very snappy. For reverse flick, oh yeah, that is fantastic. Oh, and the drop, it's drop shutty for sure, but look, I'm at this weird angle and it's still getting it done. That is great action. I like that a lot. Just the perfect amount of retention. Withheld a little spine whack test there. This is very nice action. I'm liking this a lot. Grip and ergos. It's got a good 4-finger grip. I'm not feeling any hot spots. We'll get more into that. It fills the hand up nicely. Like I said, it does have some girth on it. Blade length, 3.5 inches, just under that. So legal here for me in Colorado. They say 3.4 inches on the website. It's right at 3.5. S45 VN blade. There's no info on Steel Hardness Lab for Kizer's S45 VN. They don't use S45 VN very much, but we'll see how it performs. It should perform very well if it's in that range, 60 to 62. This is a top liner lock, and Kizer's had some issues with their type liner lock recently, but this one has no issues at all. Let's see if you can see in there. You can see the liner. This is so much better than a plunge lock. Why are we even having any plunge locks anymore? And Kizer had a bunch of their top liner locks fail in spine whack tests recently. And I said, I guess these top liner locks cannot be great too. As long as you have a good plunge lock, that should be fine. I was fine with plunge locks forever. So actually I've gone back to buying more plunge locks, and I got some more plunge locks coming up. $125 for this knife if you can get it. $150 for the one that's in Thai and LMAX. You guys, this is a fantastic deal. No wonder it sold out so fast. This is amazing. As long as it cuts fine in the boxes. Let's pull out some similar knives. First up, let's pull out the new top liner lock Kizer Sheepdog, because they're both Kizers and they both have the top liner lock. You can see here that this is a bit longer, a bit narrower. This one has a straight Wharncliffe. This one's more of a cleaver. I got some other Wharncliffes here. This is the, you know what I got to do? You know what I'm going to do right now? This has been driving me crazy the last few videos, but this mustache is twisted slightly. Yay! And I think TriStash really liked this one too, but you can see that it's kind of his style. Here it is, similar size. Here is a QSP Penguin. This is a S90V version and titanium that's kind of jigged titanium. And then this is the Spyderco Yojimbo Wharncliffe, similar length, similar size to the Yojimbo. This one also has that top liner compression lock. I forgot to test the sharpness on the table, so we'll just test it down here on the ground. It's fine. I'll just do it hunched over. It's my back. Will survive, probably. Outbreaks associated with ingesting water from freshwater sources in outdoor settings, United States. What's the conclusion? Just use portable water sources when available, or appropriate water treatment. Guys, we all know this. We all buy the filters. We all do all that. Out of the box, fantastic. So we'll get the cardboard cutting and see if we can dull it down, see how it does. Sound good? Let's go. These Wharncliffes are known for their draw cuts, so we'll do some draw cuts here. It's easy, it's great, it's fantastic. I guess I decided to test this one mostly in draw cuts, so if it seems like I'm doing way more draw cuts than I typically do, it's because I'm testing this one as a draw cutter. Thickness behind the edge is... It's not a cardboard destroyer, but with the draw cuts, it is. I just said I was having a hard time cutting in the more middle of the blade, but this is actually thicker cardboard from whatever box, and it's doing just fine. So I spoke too soon. The ergos are nice. I like it. With these gloves on, a full 4-finger grip, choke up a bit. If you want, get your finger up on top. It's all feels great. I think you can see I have some Walmart boxes here. I know that's strange. I usually do Amazon, but I think my wife wanted to surprise me with some gifts, and because our Amazon accounts are linked, I think she didn't want to order it on Amazon. That piece right there, cut it like hasn't cut anything yet, so this blade is definitely going the distance. I just cut 2 boxes at once with it, and I just remembered I like to see how thick of a box I can cut the draw cuts, but I have 2 left to cut, so hopefully I can draw cut through both of those, and I've used it a whole bunch. We'll see. Yep, it can do it. All right, let's see if we can cut paper now after all that. Still cuts paper. Pile is, I don't know, what do you think? That looks about right to me. Should perform almost like a M390. I think it did. All right, we're back over to the table. Let's clean up this Kizer Wharning, and then we will see what angle it is and sharpen it up. That's what it looks like just after the alcohol. I think we can do a little better. We'll add on some acetone. All right, so after the acetone, you can see that's about as good as it's gonna get. We lost some finish with all of our draw cuts there. Can you see that? Finish we've lost there. Zero this out, that's zeroed. 220 grit, let's mark it up. We'll go to 25 like we always do. Go down to 24 and just see what that looks like. 23? I like 23. Well done, Kizer. 23. Nice. Way far away from the thumb stud. I know they made it so it's removable. You don't have to. What's this plunge line doing there? It's kind of getting a little bit of a smile just because it widens up. I'm reprofiling a lot more than I thought I would for 23, so it probably was closer to 24, but we're already into it now at 23. We're just going to keep it. This is hard to sharpen, like S45 should be at 60 to 62, so I bet that's what it is. Okay, I got a burr all the way down. Here's my 400 grit, 800 grit, ceramic hone, and last up, the 2-micron strop. That's it. Let's clean off the blade. See how it cuts. Come on, better than factory, better than factory. All right, what's the final word on this guy? Excellent packaging, excellent knife, great ergos, great edge retention, very affordable for what it is. If you can get a hold of the Kizer Wharning, this is an excellent knife to have. This is an excellent knife to give away. Only thing I don't like about it is the purple accents. Hey everybody, thank you so much for staying to this point. If you've stayed this far, I think it's worth a subscribe. Go down there, click that button. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Thank you to all of you who have already subscribed. I really appreciate you. If you like this one, you may like this one where I talk about the Kizer Sheepdog, which I showed you in this video. Over here, I have all my black button locks. And that's it for today, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Farewell.